2. Swung on and miss. Fuchs
coming in right side, Sip. Goes down to the slide and gets it.
Nelson's going to take off on the pitch, which is a called strike 3. Anderson.
Wes Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome to the final game of day number 2 of the Region 1 baseball tournament here in Enderlin. A modified Irie Insurance pregame show. It's win or go home between Northern Cass and Fargo Oak Grove. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. The Jags are the number 2 seed. The Grovers are the number 5 seed. 4 teams will go down to 4, and we'll find out who the final 3 will be in Castleton upcoming on Monday. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Again, for more information, go online, visit IrieINS.com. That is IrieINS.com. For the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers, just defeating the Ball Stars of Hankinson, Fairmount, Campbell, Tinta, Rossholt, and Lidgerwood moments ago by a final of 13-3. Mason Hermstead and Doctor collected a handful of runs batted in that one for Fargo Oak Grove. 6 of the 13 came for those guys, 3 and 4 in the lineup. Now the Grovers will be the visitors on the scoreboard here, going up against Northern Cass. Been a long day for Northern Cass as they kind of got rolling earlier this morning against Kindred Richland. That game got underway at 11 o'clock this morning. Then they were able to defeat Oaks in 6 innings, 13-3. Had to wait between the Grovers and the Ball Stars to finally get to this point and have a chance to see if they can win and advance here in the Region 1 tournament. On the opposite side for the Grovers, been a little bit more manageable. They didn't play again until about 5 o'clock, and that was a tidy 1 hour, 18-minute, 5-inning baseball game, as now we get ready for our final game here of the day of the Region 1 tournament for game number 4 of the full one here in Enderlin. First pitch is at 6:55 is going to be the scheduled time. As Jonathan Ashe, Jake Wolf, and Mason Hermstead on them to start here for the Grovers. This one going to be a strike now, 0-1. As the lefty, Jack Metzger, is on the mound. That'll be a strike, now 1-2. Cale Hamry is up the first base line. Gareth Hansen is up the third base line, calling balls and strikes. Here on this one is Eric Olson. That one going to be a ball, now 2-2. Grayson Doctor batting cleanup with Ethan Dudek fifth. Bjorn Eid is batting sixth here for the Grovers. 2-2 offering on the way to Metzger here. This one swung on and missed, and that's strikeout number 1 for Metzger. 1 down now here in the top of the first inning. Josiah Dietz batting 7th in senior left fielder. Then from there you have Cameron Liebel batting 8th and Gavin Nichols 9th, with Ring playing second base here for Fargo Oak Grove. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike, now 0-1. Westland is in center field here, in left field. This one coming in. Huszar is going to be in center for Northern Cass, then Matt Metzger in right. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one's going to be grounded. The pitcher and Jack Metzger able to make the play, and going to be out number 2 as that one goes to Neva. So 1-3 on the put out there. So Jack Metzger again on the mound with Matt in right. Ben Wetchel behind the plate. Neva at first. Larson is at second. Busick at short, and Oslin here at third. So Jack looks in. This one is going to be hit in the air. That's to left center field for Hermstead, and that's going to split the gap. It's going to bounce off the wall here, and Hermstead will round first on his way to second for a 2-out double. Lights are on as well here at Hendrickson Field, as this will be the final game of the day. 44 degrees, overcast skies. Broadcast started about 8 hours ago for the conclusion of the Kindred Richland Northern Cass game, and since then kind of been rolling on through here in Enderlin. So Hermstead now at second base. Metzger looks back the runner. This one going to be in there for a strike. 0-1 to Grayson Doctor. It's one thing that Jack Metzger has done well so far in this one is work ahead of batters here. And the 0-1 pitch upcoming. This one going to miss for a ball. Now 1-1. If Doctor can get aboard here, Ethan Dudek would be up next. The catcher, freshman here for Doctor. This one is hit in the air, and that's deep to left. Wesson looks up, and that went to the track, and that one's gone. It's a two-run homer for Grayson Doctor, and the Grovers lead it 2-0 on our Bank North scoreboard. Well, the Grovers scored a ton of runs against the Ball Stars, but no home runs. Grayson Doctor there unloads. And that one was hit to left field after the double by Hermstead. Doctor gets the two-run homer, and the Grovers have an early 2-0 lead. So Oak Grove starts out hot, and with batters number 3 and 4 here, as Doctor able to collect the first runs of the contest here for Oak Grove. As Ethan Dudek, the senior shortstop, now falls behind the count 0-1. Here's a pitch from Metzger. This one is going to be hit down the left field line, and that's going to be a fair ball. So Dudek rounds first. He's on his way to second. Westland's been busy in left field. Hitting the deck there is Dudek as he rounded first base and just absolutely hit it penguin styled out. He's got a big smile now at second base. But that could have maybe been a triple because Westland had to go all the way to the bullpen, 370 feet away from home plate. But good job by Dudek to see it in front of him and keep it going. So 3 hits here now against Metzger with the 3, 4, and 5 batters by the Grovers and the pitch. This one is hit, and that's to right. That's going to be a one-hopper in front of Matt Metzger. They're rounding him in. Here's the relay throw. Neva and hitting the deck, and now going to go is going to be Dudek. Dudek trying to slide in safely, and he's going to be out. And that'll retire the side, but a really good start here for the Grovers in the top of the first inning as Ige collects a single, and then Dudek is out at home. So 2 runs off of 4 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. After the 2-run shot by Grayson Doctor, we have a new score on our Bank North scoreboard. It's Fargo Oak Grove up by 2.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you to town, conveniently located halfway between Fargo and Grand Forks. You can shop for your personal items or your farm and business supplies at our local stores. If you're looking for a new home or a working job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. The City of Hillsborough congratulates the area graduates on your achievements, and they wish you all the best in your future. They hope that you'll carry pleasant memories of school days and graduation time for the rest of your life. Congratulations and best of luck, graduates from the City of Hillsborough.
Going to the bottom of the first inning here, Oak Grove with 2 runs again via the 2-run shot there by Doctor to left field, and that one was able to go all via the 2-out variety. So Fargo Oak Grove up on Northern Cass here in a loser-out game in the Region 1 tournament. As Fargo Oak Grove, they will send on the center circle Bjorn Eid here, and Doctor is the battering ram for the Grovers. For Northern Cass, Jacob Larson batting leadoff, the senior second baseman Trey Huzar, the freshman center fielder batting second. Keegan Neva is batting third for the first baseman. Metzger, the senior pitcher, batting cleanup with Cannon Van Wetschel batting fifth, Carter Oslin sixth, followed by Carter Westland, Nate Cohen eighth, and Aaron Busick is the senior shortstop with Metzger in right field here for the Jags. Bjorn Eid throws a ball here to start this one off against the Jaguar bats. Dietz in left, Ashe in center, Nichols in right, from left to right in the outfield. Wolf is at third with Dudek at short. Ring at second, Liebel at first with Doctor behind the plate. And the pitch in there for a strike. Now 1-1. Reminder, the Region 1 baseball tournament. It's been at different locations so far throughout these rounds. 1-1 pitch on the way, upcoming. This one is going to be hit, and that's to Dudek at short. Backhands it, goes across the diamond. A nice scoop by Liebel for the out, 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. So 6-3 on the putout as Huzar steps up to the plate. So the play-in game was here in Enderlin back on Tuesday between the Ball Stars and the Eagles. Both those teams are now officially been eliminated. On Thursday, 3.5 games were able to be played in Kindred as Huzar hits one on the ground, and that one is going to be in for a 1-out single here as the freshman wastes little time here and gets aboard. 3.5 games. They almost got the Kindred Richland Northern Cass game in before it was top of the fifth and the heavens started to open up. And then this morning it was decided, hey, you know what? There's just too much rain in Kindred, so they had to move the tournament to here at Hendrickson Field, where, again, all 7 teams in this region have found a way, but even before today, to play here in Enderlin in some capacity. There's the pitch upcoming by Ide. That'll be missing at the letters for a ball, 1-0. Some games played neutral site region contests here. Others played in the Enderlin Baseball Invitational 2 weeks ago. Oak Grove came down and just played a regular season game against the Eagles. Here's the pitch. That'll miss up now, 2-0. And then tomorrow, on Monday, the series goes to Castleton. 5 o'clock, Kindred Richland waits the winner of this game. And then at 7 o'clock, that'll be Central Cass awaiting the winner of the Vikings and whoever comes out of this affair. That'll be a ball now, 3-0. So Central Cass, when you take a look at a double elimination tournament, they're sitting pretty right now in terms of they have to be beaten twice on their home ball field. Kindred Richland needs a win on Monday to keep their season alive and then try to pick the Squirrels off twice, once on Monday night and then once on Tuesday. That's going to be a forge pitch walk to Keegan Neva as Huzar now collects second base. And it's going to be the same thing here for the Jags or Oak Grove. Need a win tonight, need a win Monday at 5, and then you need a win again, and then somehow can you get win number 4 on Tuesday. So that's the amount of wins that Northern Cass and Oak Grove need is 4. 1 tonight, 2 on Monday, and 1 on Tuesday to get to the state tournament at Newman Outdoor Field in Fargo. This one going to be in there for a strike now, 0-1, as Jack Metzger was looking to bunt, and the first baseman there in Liebel is coming hard in. Runner at second base is Huzar. At first is Neva. Now 0-1. Bjorn Ide works ahead in the count and the pitch. That'll miss outside. Now 1-1. The wind a little bit died down here in the last probably half hour in Enderlin. It's still blowing, though, a little bit more to right to left as it has throughout the day. And the pitch on the way. Off speed, hit in the air. That's going to be a one-hopper as she comes in and fields it, fires it back in as everybody will move up 90 feet, and the bases will be loaded now for Northern Cass. Huzar's at third, Neva's at second, Metzger gets aboard. It's the second hit here for the Jags, and the bases are full of Jaguars. Camden Van Wetchel will come to the plate now. So bases loaded here after Huzar's at third, Neva's at second, Metzger is at first, the number 5 batter Van Wetchel. First pitch swinging foul tip, now 0-1 for the senior catcher. So right now for the Jags, an opportunity after Oak Grove with a 2-out rally got 2 runs across. The Jags trying to get a couple back here at least and potentially take the lead early in this contest in the Region 1 baseball tournament. And the pitch, that one missing low, now 1-1. Carter Oslin is the next batter due up here for Northern Cass. So after a ground up by Larson to Dudek, you've been able to get 2 singles, a walk. Been stationary baseball, but enough here to put some pressure on here, Bjorn Ide. This one in the dirt, blocked for a second. Then it's going to get back as the catcher will have to come out of his crouch there. And Doctor now 2 balls and 1 strike. This is one of those things, too, for Fargo Oak Grove. It's your second game here of the day. For Northern Cass, it's going to be your second and a half after finishing up with Kindred Richland and taking care of business earlier against Oaks in 6 innings. Oak Grove 1-5 over the Bull Stars previously to this contest. Here's the pitch on the way. That one missing. Now it's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes, the dynamic duo here in the Region 1 baseball tournament in Kindred, and alongside today in Innerland, thanks to Joel Morgan again calling the Kindred Richland Northern Cass game in Kindred last night before the heavens open up. 3-1 pitch. This one is popped up, and that's going to be to shallow center field. Who's going to call it? That's going to be the second baseman Ring, and no one's going to move up, and that's out number 2 here in the first inning. As Carter Oslin, the senior third baseman, now is going to be 2 up. So Oslin with bases loaded here for Northern Cass, and Bjorn Ide is 1 out away from getting out of a sticky situation here in the bottom of the first inning. At third again is Huzar, second Neva, and Metzger at first. Here's the pitch. Off speed. That's going to get by the catcher for a second. Ide coming in to cover home, and Doctor kind of looked to his right for a moment, didn't find the ball. Then by the time he looked at the left, able to corral it, didn't go far enough again to allow the runner Huzar to try to scamper down the third base line. So 1 ball, no strikes here as Bjorn Ide looks in, and the pitch. This one in there for a strike at the knee, now 1-1. Region 1 baseball tournament. Thanks again to all of our great sponsors for providing coverage here throughout yesterday, Tuesday, today, alongside coming up this weekend as well for the Region 1 softball tournament. That'll be a ball, now 2-1. Region 1 softball gets underway tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock in Hillsboro. 2 balls, 1 strike here with Bjorn Ide as he looks into the catcher, Doctor. Bases full of Northern Cass Jaguars. Off speed, going to be an inside-out swing, now 2-2. Kind of a hitch in that swing by Carter Oslin. Came through for a second, saw that it was a breaking ball, and then readjusted, and as he did, just fouled it off. We'll see what Ide throws here on the 2-2 offering. And the pitch. Fastball just missing the plates. You could tell the entire infield for Oak Grove wanted to kind of have the fist pump there and get off the field. Instead, it'll be 3-2. So after the breaking ball, Ide went to the fastball. Where does he go here? The payoff pitch upcoming. Swung on and missed, and that'll retire the side. The Grovers get out of the situation while the Jags leave the bases loaded here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 complete here in Enderlin. No runs, no hits. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. An inning incomplete. It's the Grovers up by 2 coming to the plate.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, President at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsboro location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The Erickson Agency in Hillsboro is an independent insurance agency. That means they have access to a number of national and regional companies to find you the best combination of price and coverage for your home, autos, or business insurance needs. They also represent Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and Sanford Health for your group or individual health insurance, as well as Medicare supplements. Stop by the office at 502 West Caledonia Avenue or call Lee at 701-636-5852. The Erickson Agency in Hillsboro, a proud supporter of the HCV Burros.
Go to the top of the second inning here on our Bank North scoreboard. Dietz is coming to the plate, swings one up the third base line. Oslin is there, bare hands. It goes to Neva at first. That one's going to be 5-3 on the put out here for Dietz. So one out here, top of the second inning. Cameron Liebel comes up next, the junior first baseman here for Fargo Oak Grove. Lefty Jack Metzger. That one is going to be a ball. Now 1-0. So two teams have already advanced to Monday. The number 1 seed in Central Cass, the number 3 seed in Kindred Richland. This one going to miss. Now 2-0. Now it's just a matter, does the 2 seed Northern Cass join them, or does Fargo Oak Grove as the 5 seed here in this Region 1 tournament out of 7 teams join them in Castleton? So now all of a sudden 3 balls, no strikes. The number 8 batter here in Cameron Liebel here for Fargo Oak Grove. And the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike at 3-1. Gavin Nichols is due up next, and it goes back to the top of the lineup here for the Grovers. 3-1 pitch. That'll miss off the plate. A 5-pitch walk here for Liebel, and Fargo Oak Grove has a 1-out base runner in the top of the second inning. Gavin Nichols steps up now here for for Fargo Oak Grove. Region 2 baseball tournament that gets underway on Tuesday in Mayville. We'll have those games for you here on your live event. The number 1 seed, the Thompson Tommies, 2 seed of Hillsboro Central Valley. This one will miss for a ball. Now 1-0. Coverage gets underway Tuesday morning from Mayville State at Scott Berry Field, 10:30. Mayport CG and Maple River. Then Hatton Northwood and Larimore will follow that contest. This one is hit in the air, and Busick is there. Calls everybody off for the pop-out. Now 2 down here on the top of the second. It was Jonathan Ashe will come up. Struck out swinging his last time up in the first. As it goes back to the top of the order, Oak Grove will try to do what they did in the first inning after getting 2 outs. They were able to get a 2-out rally and would love to do the same thing here to Metzger. Metzger on the opposite side looking for a tidy top of the second and bring some batters to the plate here for Northern Cass. That one's in there for a strike now. 0-1 to Ashe. Playing even with the bag at third is Oslin. Time to take away any indication of a bunt by Ashe. This one foul back to the backstop now. 0-2. Fargo Oak Grove, 8 wins, 10 losses on this season. For Northern Cass, 13-4 on the year. As the Jags will look in here, no balls, 2 strikes with Metzger to the catcher Van Wetchel and the pitch. Did he go on the check swing? They might ask for the appeal. Cale Hamry says no, he held up there. That ball kind of ran in a little bit, and by the time Ashe was trying to get out of the way, almost check swing, but not enough to come through the zone for a strike. And it's going to be 1-2 here to the Grovers center fielder. Pitch upcoming. That one will miss out of the zone. That's going to get out of the glove for a second of Van Wetchel, but staying put is going to be Liebel at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second, Oak Grove leads 2-0. That's a lot of deuces. Metzger and the pitch. Off speed. And Ashe stays alive here, and we'll keep it at 2-2. All roads for the State B tournament for baseball leads to Fargo, North Dakota. Newman Outdoor Field, June 2nd through the 4th. And the pitch. This one is going to be running in on the hands, and literally fisting that one off was Ashe as that went over Highway 46. That was probably about 2 to 3 inches away from Ashe's hands as he came in and swung at that one. So Metzger ran in. I'll see if he goes outside or back to the end. 2-2 pitch. Good at bat here by Ashe as he's fouling some pitches off here, and the pitch count continues to grow here for Metzger. So Jack Metzger coming up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The runner still at first in Liebel. And this one is a good battle between the lefty on the mound and the righty at the plate. 2-2 pitch. That'll miss. Now it's 3-2. So if you're Northern Cass again, kind of had to play a game wait around, play a game, wait around, play a game. So you got a lot of baseball in here today. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Liebel breaks from first. This one is hit up the first baseline foul. Matt Metzger trying to give it a track, but he can't now. It's going to be a 3-2 all over again. So able to play about almost 3 complete, 2.5 innings earlier against Kindred Richland was Northern Cass. Then you add the 6 innings here, so you played 8.5, and now where you are with this one, there's going to be at least 14, 15 innings of baseball here by the Jags in 2.5 games at least. 3-2 pitch again, it's a strikeout. Strike 3 called as Ashe hit the deck, and Eric Olson rings him up to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning here. Fargo Oak Grove with the punch out. They will leave a 1-out walk there with Liebel. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Metzger has thrown 2 innings so far. It's the Region 1 Baseball Tournament on your live event.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Bottom of the 2nd inning for Northern Cass. They will send Westland, Cone, and Busick, the 7, 8, and 9 batters here for the Jags after leaving the bases loaded in the first. They were able to get a Hussar single, a Neva walk, and then a Metzger single. With 1 out, Van Winchell popped out, and then Oslin struck out, and for Bjorn not able to get out of the jam. So we'll see what Northern Cass can do here in their bottom half of the 2nd inning against the Grover right-hander. Tournament started back on Tuesday, playing games yesterday and today. Kindred and Enderlin, and now we're heading to Castleton on Monday for the Region 1 Baseball Tournament. So taking the mound here, Carter Westland, as the righty will come on here for Fargo Oak Grove against the righty and Carter Westland. And the pitch upcoming, this one is going to one hop, and that'll be in the dirt now, 1-0. As this will be a 1-0 pitch upcoming here for Bjorn Ide with Doctor behind the plate. On the pitch. Hops it again, now 2-0. We'll look at last year again, Northern Cass and Fargo Oak Grove, and some of the teams where Kindred Richland and Central Cass were able to make the Region 1 championship game. Those 2 teams again sitting, waiting to see if they're going to have a rematch from a game that was earlier today. This one is hit down the left field line, slicing foul. It'll hit the top of the fence. At the very top of the fence in foul territory, about where you would have the catcher warming up the bullpen arm. So that'll be a deep foul, now 2-1. About another 5 feet the other way. It could have been an indentation or a windshield. There's the 2-1 pitch. This one is popped up. Is it playable? Doctor takes a couple of steps and he's able to glove it. So 1 out now here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So pop out to the catcher. There'll be 1 down here as Nate Cohen will step up. So Cohen, the senior DH here for Northern Cass. The Jags just trying to find a way to get a date back with Kindred Richland and have a rematch with them after losing this morning. We mentioned earlier Kindred Richland would love to find a date to get a rematch again with Central Cass, keep their season alive on Monday after losing 10-5 in that game. 7 combined home runs between the 2 teams. And then the next contest with Northern Cass and Oaks, there was 4 home runs combined. Oak Grove and the Ball Stars had 0, and there's been 1 so far here, and that's been the difference maker, the 2-run shot by Doctor in the top of the 1st inning. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Nate Cohen, the senior designated hitter, as Bjorn Ide looks in. 1-1 pitch upcoming. This one will miss. Now 2-1. We've seen that big breaking ball so far by Bjorn, and then that fastball that running in. So you've been seeing 2 pitches for the most part here. One that's coming right at you and another one trying to get you out front, mixing speeds on the mound. 2-1 is going to be foul back, and Doctor will try to give it a chase, but that'll be out of play. Now 2-2. So the good news is today in Enderlin that the rain that did come through for a moment was coming in a little heavy at one particular time for a handful of minutes, but nothing to where the player's going to play through it. And since then, it's stayed away. Been overcast skies throughout the day here. It was up in the mid-40s. Now it's down into mid-40s right now. It was in the mid-50s when for game number 1 got underway. And around 11 o'clock this morning, this one is going to be missing for a ball. It will make the count full 3-2. And Jags would like to get a little rally going here in the bottom half of their lineup before the top half comes to the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes to pitch to Cohen. This one swung on and missed, and Eide gets his second strikeout. So I now with out number 2 here for Oak Grove, and Bjorn with 2 down now will have Aaron Busek, the senior shortstop, coming to the plate for the first time here in this contest. Here's the righty on the way. And the pitch. This one will get past the catcher Doctor, now 1-0. 7 innings of high school baseball. If it does come into play, we have seen the mercy rule here a time or two in this Region 1 tournament. 1-0 offering on the way. This one foul back. Now we'll keep it at 1-1. So as Eide looks back in here to the pitcher. And the 1-1. This one will miss up out of the zone. Now 2-1 on our post-game shuttle here from a victorious player. Name you our RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. And take a look at the final numbers. Put a bow on this tournament in Enderlin. This one foul, now 2-2 for like 4 contests that were here in Enderlin. And then after that, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy player of the game as well. That's all to come on our post-game show, so make sure you stay tuned for that after the conclusion of this one. Swung on and missed, and Eide gets the strikeout. He's punched out 3 of the last 4 Northern Cast batters here, and after 2 complete in Enderlin, it's the Grovers up by 2. It's a win or go home Region 1 baseball tournament game here on your live event.
Ernie, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance. We are proud to announce our Benefits Connect platform. You will have more options with Irie Insurance Benefits Connect. You have choices. Do you know who your group agent is? Do you meet annually to review benefits? Would you like to save money? Would you like more benefits? You have choices. We take a different approach to providing benefits through education, communication, and a personal touch. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com.
Top of the 3rd inning, we go. Fargo Oak Grove 2, Northern Cast scoreless on our Bank North scoreboard. Metzger back on for his 3rd inning of work here. It's going to be Jake Wolf, Mason Hermstead, the 2, 3, and 4 batters here for Fargo Oak Grove to start the top of the 3rd inning. Wolf with a ground out in the 1st, Hermstead with a double, and the Doctor with the 2-run homer. And that's been the difference right now. And first pitch swinging is Wolf as he hits one right up the middle. And that's going to be a leadoff single here for Wolf. So Jake gets aboard. 4th hit against Metzger here. Check that. That's going to be 5 hits against Metzger. And now up at the plate is going to be Mason Hermstead. Hermstead with a double with a run scored. Taking a look at last game, he went 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 3 runs, as this one is going to get over Neva at first base, as Wolf now is going to scamper to second. He's rounding second on his way to 3rd, and Wolf is going to get to 3rd base. So Wolf is able to get all the way from first to third after the error by Metzger on the throw to Neva. And now with no outs here in the top of the third inning, Northern Cass will bring the infield in with Oslin at third, Busick at short, Larson at second, and Neva at first. The Grovers a chance to add on another run here in the top of the third inning with Hermstead. Off-speed pitch takes the ball. Good location there by Metzger, now 0-1. As the junior designated hitter, 0-1 upcoming. That'll be in there for a strike as well on the breaking pitch. Now 0-2. Metzger would love a strikeout here, trying to get his third one of the contest. And the pitch. This one instead is going to be hit in the air on a rope to straightaway center field. And that's going to be an RBI single here for the Grovers, who now lead at 3-0 on our Bank North scoreboard. So Hermstead is able to collect the RBI single. It's now 3-0 Grovers. As Doctor steps up, and Doctor will take a ball as that one runs in, now 1-0. So Wolf gets aboard with a single. Then you got the error on the throw by Metzger to Neva, and then Hermstead brings him in on an RBI single. As Hermstead's at first, he stays there. This one is going to be hit on the ground. This one is short. That's past the shortstop, Busick. And the Grovers right now, 2, 3, 4 batters have all gotten aboard in the top of the third inning. At second base is going to be Hermstead. Doctor is going to be at first off the sixth hit here by Metzger. And we'll have a courtesy runner now into the contest for Fargo Oak Grove, as the Grovers will have Griffin Olson, as right now Northern Cass will come out here with Coach Johnson, and we'll see if this will be it or not, or if just a quick little meeting on the mound here for the Jags. But Olson again will be courtesy running now at first base for Fargo Oak Grove. Still nobody out here in the top of the third inning. And right now Metzger just getting some talks with a little bit. As Eric Olson will come up and break up the meeting on the mound here for head coach Sam Johnson and Northern Cass. So for Fargo Oak Grove, after taking the win in your last contest against the Ball Stars 13-3, the Bats have continued here against Northern Cass. So far in this inning, there's been 3 hits across, 7 total in the game against Metzger. Metzger's gotten 2 innings of work, a pair of strikeouts, and 1 walk. That was to Liebel back in the second inning. So Ethan Dudek stands up now, and he was thrown out at home in the first. Had to double his first time up, and this one will be 0-1 now to Dudek. And Dudek also hit the ground running literally a couple of times in that inning. He looks to bunt this time, does. Metzger looks around the horn and goes to first. So that'll be the out there, but runners do advance 90 feet and second to third, and 1 out now. Good sacrifice bunt by Dudek. So sack bunt and Metzger trying to go to third, but the third baseman there in Oslin was hard charging in. And that'll go 1-3 on the putout on the sacrifice bunt as Bjorn Eid steps to the plate. Northern Cass infield again coming in now in the third inning. And the pitch. This one is going to be hit on the ground, and that's going to be backhanded there by Larson, who makes a sensational play to get the out. A run does come in. Larson with the backhand went down, spun around, and threw it to Neva. 4-3 on the put-up, and that's still an RBI for Eid. And now a runner at third base with 2 outs. It's 4-0 Fargo Oak Grove. So a quality out regardless by Eid as he gets the RBI. First pitch swinging again. That goes right back to the pitcher. This one is with Dietz on the mound, and that'll be 1-3 on the put-out to retire the side here in the top of the third inning. But Fargo Oak Grove able to get 2 runs across in the inning on 3 hits. There was an error, and they did leave 1 runner on base here in the top of the third inning. 2 1/3 complete here. We go to the third. It's Oak Grove up by 4.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrant, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
2 runs for Fargo Oak Grove in the first, 2 runs for Fargo Oak Grove in the third as well. They lead it 4-0 right now on our Bank North scoreboard. For more information for Bank North, go online to ibanknorth.com. That's ibanknorth.com. They have a ton of locations in and around the southeast part of the state of North Dakota, including one branch in Arthur. Whether it's today's fast-paced world that keep you grounded and ahead of the curve, whether it's for farming and ranching, business and consumer banking and lending, you'll always be headed in the right direction with Bank North. So for Rip Oak Grove here over Northern Cass, as Northern Cass will look to get things going against Ide here in the third with the top of the lineup. It's going to be Larson, Hussar, and Neva here, 1, 2, and 3. Larson will ground it out to start it off for the Jags in the first. Then Northern Cass got 3 straight runners on, and Hussar, Neva, and Metzger, but left the bases loaded in the first. Off speed, yes, he went, did Larson. Now it's going to be 0-1. You're right, you might say throwing frisbees up there at particular times. That off-speed pitch, I mean, it's all about keeping balance, off-balance hitters, and that's what he's been able to do here through at least 2 innings, and then comes in with a fastball. So it's going to be 0-2. So as a batter, do you sit on the fastball, or do you see maybe 2 curveballs coming across, and then all of a sudden you're maybe behind the count 0-2 if Ida is able to hit them in the zone. 0-2. This one is going to be popped up. A jam shot. Ring is there. Ring's going to call for it at second base, and it'll be 1 out. So 1 out now, pop out to start the third inning. And now it's to Trey Hussar, who singled and was stranded at third back in the first. The lefty will step up to the plate. It's the Region 1 Baseball Tournament on your live events. Go to yourliveevent.com again to check out our schedule this weekend. We're going to be busy. A ton of action from track and field and softball. Looking to bunt on that one. Trey Hussar, they said, yes, he did go. That'll be a strike. Hale Hamry up the first base line. Gareth Hansen up the left field line. And behind the plate is, again, Eric Olson. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt low, now 1-1. This is a type of situation where, quite honestly, you know, Northern Cass, as the higher seed, the 2 seed, the expectations are on you maybe a little bit more than Fargo Oak Grove, where, hey, you know what, there's maybe not a lot of people thinking that we can pull off the upset here. So why not go out, have some fun, put the ball on the mound, and see what happens in terms of a game. When these 2 teams played earlier this season on May the 5th at Theraldson Complex, it was a 7-2 win for Northern Cass over the Grovers. And the pitch, this one, going to be swung on, foul tipped. So it'll be 2-2. But when you get to a win and go home game, and as we mentioned earlier, Northern Cass, you don't really see this a lot, where you have to play a game, sit, play a game, sit, in terms of how their schedule has been, where you had to complete a game against Kindred Richland from earlier this morning, which started at 11 o'clock, which, by the way, was supposed to be a 10 o'clock game in the morning in Kindred. So you got up early, you got to school, you were expecting to play at 10, then you got moved back and also moved to location. This one's going to be a grounder. Tough play here by Ring. Ring able to flip it, though, and beats the runner by a foot, and Hussar, who is hustling. Now it's 2 outs. So 4-3 on the putout. But that situation where you finish the game against Kindred Richland, you got to take another game off. Then you get ready for Oaks. You're able to play 6 there. Then you take a game off, and then, you know, trying to stay warm, too, as much as possible here at Hendrickson Field, whether it's been in the press box here or maybe getting in the bus, watching the game on your live event. We heard from some of the kids saying, hey, we were trying to watch as much as we could, and once it got interesting, maybe you came out and watched it. Keegan Neva with a walk his last time up. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, now 0-2. Neva absolutely uncorked one, by the way, against Oaks earlier today. In left field, you have the train carts that are there and able to hit one over it in left center field. Neva takes a fastball for a ball, now 1-2. We've seen a handful of home runs here today, but Neva's by far has been the loudest and the longest. And that one, as my cameraman Joey says, that was a moonshot. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball again, now 2-2. Northern Cass right now, 7 innings of baseball, down by 4, but they just have to find a way to break this up here in terms of odd. He's retired his last 7 batters he's faced. And the pitch, off speed. That'll be 3-2. Able to get 3 out of 4 strikeouts in batters 6 through 9, and then a pop-out ground out here as Neva, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ide looks into the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, and Ide gets the punch-out. His 4th one of the evening, and the Grovers 3 complete here on our Bank North scoreboard. It's 4 rip Grovers, and Fargo Oak Grove is coming to the plate here on your live event.
Middack Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing of the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah Melody, and staff are proud to promote local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. You'll see everything from honey and jams, puzzles, and year-round gift baskets at Middack Market. Stop by the store in West Acres or check out their website at MiddackMarket.com. That's MiddackMarket.com to shop and order online.
Well, for you Northern Cass Jaguars softball fans that are getting ready for tomorrow, we will have your contest at high noon against the Enderlin Eagles here on your live event, Region 1 softball tournament. Jake Berkmeyer will have the call for you on that one. Then the Jags would like to play very similar to like this baseball team. Play a game, take a game off, and play again because they would play the number 2 seed Kindred Richland Vikings with a chance to get to the semifinals then on Monday. The Region 1 softball tournament begins tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We'll have 4 games for you here on your live event. And then on Monday, it gets underway with the loser out games at noon and 2 o'clock. The semifinals at 4, and then at 6, it's the final loser out game. And then it gets to the Tuesday, where we will have the championship series upcoming on your live event. Again, Region 1 softball tournament later this weekend here on your live event alongside Region 2 softball at 9:30 in the morning with Joel Morgan in Mayville. So 8-9-1 batters here for the Grovers. The lefty Jake Metzger on the mound. And there'll be 2 balls and no strikes to Cam Liebel. Liebel, the junior first baseman here, drew a walk in the second. 2 balls, no strikes here against the lefty Metzger. And the pitch in there for a strike now, 2-1. This is situation 2 where, you know, if you're Fargo Oak Grove in our post-game show, just talking with the Grovers again in Mason Hermstead. This one is going to be hit on the ground. That's up the first baseline foul. That'll make it 2-2. Mason just kind of said, hey, you know what? It's just an opportunity for us to continue to play and have some fun. And that's really what it's been right now, where Fargo Oak Grove has came out and 2 quick outs early by Metzger in the first. Off speed in the dirt, now 3-2. But after getting 2 outs early, Metzger was in rhythm. Hermstead got a double, and then Doctor on the third pitch of the at-bat hit a 2-run shot to left. And since then, Oak Grove has really been the team playing a little bit looser here in this one. Here's a ground ball. Neva goes 3 unassisted for the out to open things up here in the 4th inning. But if you're a Northern Cass fan, yes, 4 runs seems like a lot, particularly in situations like this where it's cold, where sometimes it's hard to stay warm and loose, where you got, you know, a jacket or 2, a blanket on as well. You're still down just by 4. And the pitch. This one is going to be hit on the ground. That's going to be off the third baseman there. That'll be an error on Oslin. Rounding first is going to be Gavin Nichols, and he will stay there, and he'll get a board. And that'll be an E5 on the play. Second error on Northern Cass. And now the runner will be at first base here. So coming to the plate, top of the order again in Ashe, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's the only batter Metzger has struck out so far here through the lineup against the Grovers. And this one is going to be hit in the air. Hussar is there. Hussar camps underneath it for a quick out number 2 here in the top of the 4th inning. So F8 on the put out there, and Jake Wolf will step up Wolf with a leadoff single in the third. He was able to get to third base after reaching first off the single after the errant throw by Metzger, trying to pick him off at first. That got by Neva. And then he came in off the Hermstead RBI single, which made it 3-0 Grovers at the time. Wolf is going to foul one up. It'll be over Highway 46. It'll be 0-1. Cool thing, too, about a lot of these particular players, we're seeing guys stay local here, playing at every kind of level in college baseball. This one is going to be hit on a line right back to the pitcher, and they're going to say, did he complete it or no? They're going to say he completed it, yes. So it was a catch, and it came off his glove for a moment with Metzger, but it'll be a line drive back out to the pitcher. No runs off a one hit. There was an error, and one runner left on base. 3.5 complete here in Enderlin. It's the Jaguars coming to bat. It's the Region 1 Baseball Tournament on your live event.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
4, 5, and 6 batters due up here for Northern Cass. Jack Metzger, Van Wetchel, and Oslin here as Ida's on the mound. This one's going to be a line right to ring the second baseman. He's down to a knee, and he throws him out. Liebel able to make the stretch, and that shot by Metzger took Ring all the way down to a knee, and Ring was able to stay with it and goes 4-3 on the putout. Make that a little mental note there as our precision play of the game, brought to you in part by RDK Enterprises in terms of a little bit of a web gym. Number one, as Van Wetchel takes a ball, just able to stay with it on a line because that was close to, was it going to hit the dirt, was it not? Are you going to catch it off a line, try to play the little short bounce? And then once that came off his glove, quickly able to stay with it, go down to a knee, and have enough on it to retire the batter here. As I throws one in the dirt, now 1-1. So really good play by Ring here at second base for the Grovers. Fargo Oak Grove leads it 4-0 over Northern Cass. As Hyde right now has got 10 outs. And a chance here. This one is hit deep to center field. Ashe is there to the wall, and Ashe is going to run out of room as that hits the wall. And rounding first on his way to second is Van Wetchel for a double. Tough play there for Ashe as you're trying to play the wall, and the wind's carried out a little bit as well. And all of a sudden, as he kind of was right to the wall, looked up, and the ball came there. And now we're going to have a courtesy runner as Van Wetchel will come out. And coming in will be for Northern Cass here. So Matthew Hoppy will come on. And now Hoppy will be at second with Carter Oslin, righty versus righty. There's the pick play. And getting back safely is Hoppy. And the pick play has proven to be a valuable commodity here in the baseball games today at Enderlin. We've seen a guy being picked at first, at second, and third at all three bases today. This one in there for a strikeout or part of the plate to Carter Oslin. Oslin struck out his last time up in the first. Third batter here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Northern Cass looking for their first run here against Hyde on the mound. Off speed, out in front. Bjorn fields it, goes to first for the out. 2 down now. The runner does go from second to third, and Hoppy. That's going to be 1-3 on the putout, and up to Carter Westland now to keep the line moving here for Northern Cass. Westland popped out his last time up. out in the field here for Northern Cass. Westland plays at left. Runner at third again is Hoppy. 2 outs now. That'll be a ball, 1-0. Dietz in left, Ashe in center, Nichols in right here for the Grovers. Liebel at first, Ring at second, Dudek at short, Wolf at third. Again, Nichols in right, Ashe in center. And this one's going to get by the catcher. Hoppy's coming down the third baseline, and there's the first run for Northern Cass. So Northern Cass gets their first run on the Bank North scoreboard here. And that one's going to be a pass ball variety here, as Hoppy will come in to score. And now it's going to be a 2-0 count upcoming to Carter. So bottom of the fourth inning, Northern Cass gets on the board via the pass ball as Hoppy comes down the line. It's now 4-1 Grovers. And maybe that's the spark if you're a Central Cass fan they've been waiting for. 3-0, and then Matt Cohen is due up next. So Northern Cass gets their first run of the contest here in the fourth inning after a double by Van Wetchel. Hoppy able to come in and score 2 batters later. That one's in the dirt, and that's going to be a walk. First walk here by Ide. And now Matt Cohen will come to the plates. 2-out rally potentially here for Northern Cass. So Ide will be going up against the lefty here in Cohen, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout here tonight. Bottom lineup again the first time through. 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts against Bjorn, who flips it over to first. Diving back safely is going to be Westland, and he'll get back no problem. 7 innings, high school baseball here at Hendrickson Field in Enderlin. Contest 7:49. Got going at 6:55. This one, runner is going Westland, and there's not going to be a throw. As on the exchange, the ball is dropped, and Carter able to get into second base without a throw. Now in scoring position. It's the small little things at particular times that can allow you to gain an extra run, and that's what Northern Cass wants to do. Try to get in scoring position and get that run home. This one is going to be hit on the ground. Ring is going to be there. 4-3 on the putout, and that'll retire the side. So 4 complete, but Northern Cass does chip into that lead. Now trails it by 1 run there. After coming in to score was Hoppy. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. 4 complete. The Grovers up by 3, coming to the plate here on your live event.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Top of the 5th inning we go here. Fargo Oak Grove 4, Northern Cass 1. It's the Region 1 baseball tournament in Enderlin here on your live event. Metzger on for his 5th inning of work, and this one will be in for a strike to start the 5th against Hermstead, Doctor, and Dudek. The heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 batters here for the Grovers, and they have been really good here today. This one is going to be popped up, and is it playable? Neva comes into foul territory, has enough room. 2 pitches, 1 out here to start the top of the 5th inning. So pop out to the third baseman here. Hermstead before that, though, a double with a run scored and a single with a run scored as well, and an RBI. Grayson Doctor, the 2-run homer in the first and got a single in the third, was courtesy run for in the third as well. 1 down now in the top of the 5th, and the pitch. That one going to miss for a ball. Now 1-0. Then it's Dudek. 3, 4, 5 batters again for Fargo Oak Grove. The lefty, Jake Metzger, and the pitch. This one will be popped up, and another chance here for either Neva or Larson. Neva calls everybody off, and, well, 4 pitches, 2 pop-ups to the the first baseman. Now 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. So Jack Metzger again, able to get 4 pitches, 2 outs here. And now it's going to be Dudek, the lefty. This one be fouled. Be 0-1. For Northern Cass, coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning will be their 9-1 and 2 batters scheduled. And Busick, Larson, and Huzar. 0-1 pitch. This one swung on and missed. Now 0-2. Fargo Oak Grove, 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the third. For Northern Cass, their lone run came in the last half inning. And this one will be hit, and that's going to be a line drive that's going to get past the second baseman, Larson, and then it's going to one-hop Matt Metzger, and came away from Metzger for a second, and staying there will be Dudek. So Dudek gets aboard with a single. That'll be the 8th knock of the afternoon. His second after a double sacrifice bunt in the third, and now a single, and Bjorn Ide will step up. Metzger looks back the runner. I'd swing, and that'll be foul back now, 0-1. Winner to play Kindred Richland on Monday in Castleton. That game slated for a 5 o'clock start. And the winner of that game will play Central Cass for the championship. Pitch. This one will run in and hit him. So Ida will get the hit by pitch. Runners will go to first and second now. So Dudek will be at second base. Bjorn was hit by a pitch. That is the second free pass that Metzger has given up. Now it's going to be Josiah Dietz at the plate. Dietz is 0 for 2 so far here today with a couple of groundouts for the number 7 batter. And we will have a courtesy runner on here for Oak Grove as Jesse Peterson will come in for the junior. So Peterson now will be at first for the Grovers. Jack Metzger looks in here against Dietz. First pitch, swinging up the third base line. That'll be foul, now 0-1. So taking the glove there again is going to be Metzger. As Metzger works ahead in the count, no balls and 1 strike. So far 4 2/3 innings thrown here for the lefty for the Jags. And the pitch, off speed, makes it 0-2. Metzger's got 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 8 hits against him. And alongside with that, there has been 4 runs that have came in and scored. Peterson at first, at second, it's Dudek. This one, strike 3 looking, and Metzger gets his 3rd strikeout of the evening. So 2-out rally comes up short here. No runs, 2 hits. There was no errors and 2 runners left on base. 4.5 complete. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 4-1 game. Grovers with the Jags coming to the plate here on your live event.
Friday Night Racing returns this summer to Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, featuring 5-wide, high-flying, family-friendly action. Weekly racing featuring IMCA modified, stock cars, sport mods, sprint cars, hobby stocks, and index legends. Racing begins at 7 o'clock. Adult tickets are $13, kids tickets just $5. See the full schedule online at RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. All summer long, enjoy Friday night action at Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
Bottom of the 5th inning here at Hendrickson Field in Enderlin. 4-1 Fargo Oak Grove on our Bank North scoreboard over Northern Cass. Northern Cass, Busick, Larson, and Trey Hussar here, the 9-1 and 2 batters here for the Jags. 1 run so far off of 3 hits for Northern Cass. 2 of them came in the first with a Hussar and Metzger single. That was a Jack single. And then a double as well came by Van Wetchel in the 2nd inning. That's been the only hit so far against Bjorn Ide. There has been a walk across as well. 1 came in the first and then 1 in the 2nd. So 2 walks against, and there's been 4 strikeouts for Bjorn on the mound. Able to get 1 in the first, 2 in the 2nd, and then 1 in the 3rd. So far for Ide, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits against, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts with 1 run against. So Busick struck out his last time up in the second inning, but this can be a table setter here with some good batters upcoming here for Northern Cass. As Ide right now will step on the mound and work here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Northern Cass right now down to their final 9 outs, trailing it by 3. That one going to be a ball at 1-0. As it's the righty-righty matchup to begin the bottom of the fifth inning. And the pitch. This one will run up and in now, 2-0. The Jags unable to get a leadoff batter on so far today. So Bjorn's done a really good job that way of getting out number 1 on the mound. That one in there for a strike. Good location at the knee outer part of the zone as well. 2-1. Larson grounded out to start the game, and then a pop-out by Westland, a pop-out by Larson, then a grounder by Jack Metzger. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That one miss, now 3-1, and Doctor says just bring it down a notch after that high pitch. 3-1 upcoming here in the Jags. Trying to get the number 9 batter on here to start the bottom of the fifth. 3-1 pitch, Busick, good rip on that now. 3-2 upcoming for the senior shortstop here. Payout pitch upcoming by Ide. Shakes off the catcher a couple times, likes what he sees, and delivers. This one is going to be hit down the left field line, and that's a fair ball as Dietz is able to cut it off. Rounding first, trying for the double here. Here comes the throw, sliding in, and he's safe. He is safe, got his hand in on it. Busick, as the tag was coming across by Ring. That was an absolute pea of a throw by Dietz in left field. It was a one-hopper, and Ring came down to try to swipe it. Cal Hamry says he's safe, and the Jags get a leadoff double. So Dietz able to get that one in left field after the base knock there, and don't look now, Northern Cass with their leadoff man on. As Ide looks in, this one's going to be hit up the first. Liebel is there. He'll go 3 unassisted. 1 out now as Larson first pitch swinging. Now 0 for 3 in the contest, but Busick does get to third base. Trey Huszar is due up next. So if you're both teams, it's a productive out for Northern Cass, but if you're Oak Grove, it's 1 out closer to trying to pull off the upset here against Northern Cass. This one's going to be a one-hopper. Nice play by Ring. Goes to Liebel, able to get the run coming in to score is going to be Busick. Cuts the deficit now down to 2, but a really nice play again by Ring to get it on a line by Huszar. First pitch swinging, 4-3 on the putout to Liebel covering first base. So 2 down here in a very frantic helter-skelter kind of a pace now here in baseball. This one going to be swung on and missed with Neva now 0-1. So Northern Cass again talking about productive outs. That's what you needed. If you're going to have an out here, need some positivity with it. Off-speed pitch to Neva, missing now 1-1. So Northern Cass gets on the board here in the bottom of the fifth inning as Busick will come in after the Huszar RBI. Pitch to Neva. This one is going to be hit in the air. Is it going to fall in? It does. And that one's going to get by the left fielder, Dietz, as Neva's going to round first on his way to second, head first slide, and Neva's in there. So be a single and an air, and Neva giving a little salsa at second base on top of it. So Neat's able to get the base knock there. So Neva with the second hit now of the inning. And then there's going to be an air there on Dietz as that went under his glove. And now the game-tying run, and Metzger comes to the plate. That'll be a ball, 1-0. For Fargo Oak Grove, they will be sending their 8, 9, and 1 batters up in the top of the 6th inning. But Northern Cass with a 1-0 pitch. This one is going to be popped up. Ide is calling everybody off here in the infield. Takes a couple steps back, and that's going to drop. Run coming in, and now it's a 4-3 game. So I called everybody off, but then took a couple of steps back, and as he did, lost a little bit of his balance there. Neva comes in to score as he was hustling all the way with 2 outs from second. And now Metzger is going to be at first. 4-3. Now it's Van Wetchel with an opportunity here with the game-tying run at first base. And they're going to mark that as an E1, so that'll be a first error here for Fargo Oak Grove in this contest. So 4-3 on the air. And Northern Cass will be coming with Metzger again at first. It's 4-3. And now Van Wetchel comes up. Metzger goes. It's a hit-and-run opportunity. This one goes to the track. This one going. Dietz goes to the wall, and Dietz with the snow cone catch. Dietz is able to get that one to retire the side, but Northern Cass able to score and make it a 4-3 game with 2 runs in the 5th inning. So Dietz with a sensational catch out in left field to keep Fargo Oak Grove out in front for now. That was allowed out there by Van Wetchel. But Northern Cass able to get 2 runs off 2 hits, 1 run, and 1 runner left on base. 5 complete here in the Region 1 baseball tournament. It's a loser-out game. Oak Grove leads it by 1.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health.
Northern Cass coming alive as of late. A run in the 4th, 2 runs in the 5th. They've been able to get 3 of their 5 hits as well in the last 2 innings. They've left 5 runners on base so far, but a really productive start with a Busick double. He came in and scored. Neva got a single, and then you're able to get to second, and then the error on the first baseman Ida allowed Neva to come all the way in to score, and then Van Wetchel hit one on a rope to left, and Dietz made the catch. And if it ends up being 4-3, we're marking that down in our book here, as that could be your precision play of the game a little bit later on, because otherwise that one was a hit-and-run variety, and that definitely would have tied the game. Instead, now it's a 1-run game here for Oak Grove as they are in the lead. The Grovers 4 runs so far off of 9 hits. They have left 6 runners on base, and they have an error. Northern Cass with 3 runs across on 5 hits, 5 runners left, and they have 2 errors. You're going to have the 8, 9, and 1 batters here with Liebel, Nichols, and Ashe. And Cam is 0 for 1 in the game with a walk back in the 2nd inning. Metzger looks in the 2-0 pitch. This one in for a ball, now 3-0. Fargo Oak Grove has led wire to wire so far after the top of the first. A doctor 2-run homer. That one will be a strike as Liebel was taking the entire way. 3 balls, 1 strike here into the junior first baseman, lefty and lefty. That one will be a ball, and Liebel gets a leadoff walk. The third 3 pass of the evening here for Fargo Oak Grove, and they get the leadoff batter on. First time since the 3rd inning that Oak Grove has got their leadoff batter. As Metzger right now will be on the mound, and you have Oslin in on the grass at 3rd. Holding the runner at first is Neva. Larson and Busick will try to turn 2 if possible up the middle with Gavin Nichols 0 for 2. First pitch swinging, hits one in the air. That'll hang up for Hussar in straightaway center field, and 1 down here off of 1 pitch in the top of the 6th. Now it goes to Jonathan Ashe. Ashe, the leadoff batter, 0 for 3 in this contest with a pair of strikeouts and flew out to Hussar his last time up. Ashe against Oaks, able to score 3 runs. And he got on board 3 times with a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch. That one up the first baseline foul. Now 0-1. Fargo Oak Grove 4-3 over Northern Cass. Be a 2-run homer by Doctor in the first, a Hermstead RBI single in the third, and then an Ide RBI single as well in the third inning. This one is going to be hit on the ground. This one will go 5. Oslin to 4 to Larson. Larson able to get there. Sliding in hard was Liebel to try to break up any chance at a double play. They do get the lead runner and also the second out of the inning here. So that's going to go 5 to 4 on the putout. Ashe is able to get to first base, and Liebel is retired on the fielder's choice at second. Would have been tough for Ashe, too, who's got good speed, to even try to get the double play opportunity, but a good play by Oslin to keep the lead runner out, and we'll see if Ashe tries to leave early from first. He doesn't on this one. Metzger throws to Wolf, and it's 0-1. Wolf 1 of 3 so far today with a run scored in the third. A line drive out right back to the pitcher his last time up in the fourth inning. This one will be a check swing, and he will go, yes. Now it's going to be 0-2. If Wolf is able to get aboard, Hermstead is due up next. 0-2 upcoming. Metzger looks back, Ashe at first, and the pitch. This one's going to be hit on the ground right up the middle. The second baseman can't glove it properly with Larson as Ashe was barreling down, and trying to glove it was Larson, and instead the knock was there. Now runners at first and second. So now you got runners at first and second. And that'll be an error on the second baseman. So Ashe in scoring position. Wolf is at first, and now it's a dangerous hitter in Mason Hermstead. Hermstead now 0-1. Tough play there for Larson because you got the runner coming at you. The ball is literally right where the runner path is to try to get to second base. You can either try to glove it and tag or have to throw across. So tough play by Larson, but it is an error. 0-1 upcoming here for Metzger. This one is hit in the air. That's to right. Matt Metzger is there trying to camp underneath it and does. That's going to be an out to retire the side of the right fielder. So there is no runs off of no hits. There was an error and 2 Grovers left on base. 5.5 complete here in Enderlin. It's the Region 1 baseball tournament. Win, and you play Kindred Richland on Monday at 5 o'clock with a chance to get to the championship. Lose, and your season comes to an end here on your live event.
Get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
To the bottom of the 6th inning, Northern Cass. They'll be sending Carter Oslin, Carter Westland, and Nate Cohen. These 6, 7, and 8 batters are due up as Bjorn Ide so far. 5 innings of work, 5 hits against him. There has been 3 runs that have came across. He does have 4 strikeouts and 2 walks here. And Ide is down to 13 pitches left here before he gets to that maximum amount here in this one. So they've been having Ide go, and then after that, the question right now, if you're Northern Cass and you have a pitch count going across the way too, you know how many pitches Ide has before he's done. How aggressive do you want to be, or do you say, hey, you know what? Let's get a guy to come up there, maybe work a count to 6, 7 batters, 6, 7 pitches, and if so, we can try to get Ide out sooner rather than later here in the inning. But Ide pumps a strike over to start the bottom of the 6th as the Canadian Pacific Railway makes its way right on schedule with the train horn as well into view beyond the left field fence. 0-1 pitch. That'll be low for a ball. Now 1-1. So now down to 11 pitches here for Ide. Oslin 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Off speed, this one's going to be hit on the ground. Tough play here for Dudek. Backhands, it goes across the diamond, and that one's going to one-hop the first baseman as well, but a really good job by Nichols to back that up to just keep it to an infield single. So Oslin gets aboard there, and now it's going to be a runner at first, and Carter Westland will come aboard. So Northern Cass back-to-back innings here where they have their leadoff runner on, and now with Carter Westland, what is the play for Sam Johnson? That's going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. So Westland walked with a stolen base in the fourth, popped out in the second, falls behind the count here, 0-1 to Ide. Right now you have Wolf playing a little bit in at third. Holding the runner at first is Liebel, and the middle of the lineup here on the infield for Oak Grove, if possible, would like to turn two. Here's the pitch. That one will run in now, 1-1. Ide has gone wire to wire so far, but those pitches are starting to be few and far between now as we're in single digits of what he has left to throw here to Jaguar batters. Runner at first base is Oslin. This one is going to be hit in the air and up the third base line, foul, and close to where the ticket taker was from earlier today here at Hendrickson Field. Now it's going to be 1-2. So 1-2 upcoming here to Westland, as we'll have a new batter coming into the game as well here on the next one. Off speed, this will go back to the pitcher, able to get the first one there. Double play, not going to be in time as this one is going to come around here as Westland goes across, and this will be out of play here, so the runner will gain second base. So there is an out recorded on the force out as Oslin is out, and then Westland's able to get aboard, and then he's going to take second off the air. As Matthew Hoppy will come up to the plate. As Westland comes to second base, and Hoppy right now comes up here, righty versus righty matchup. So Oslin is out at second. And then reaching base is Westland after the throw on the air there by the second baseman Ring. This one is a ball, now 1-0. If that was on target, that was going to be a close play to try to get the double play at first. But now it's 1-0 here with Ide on the mound. This one, 2-0. Busick is due up next here for Northern Cass, and it goes back to the top of the lineup for head coach Sam Johnson. 4-3, game-tying run at second base for the Jags, and the pitch. This one will be a ball, now 3-0. So Hoppy comes aboard here. One away from trying to get on base with a walk. As Westland takes his lead off a second, Ring trying to keep him close. There's the throw back, and diving in safely well ahead of time was Westland. 3 balls, no strikes, and Westland has some speed, so anything into the outfield here, unless it's an absolute line drive one hopper, Westland more than likely will be rounding third to try to tie this one up. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike at the knee. Good location there by Ide. This will be the 5th pitch here of this batter for Ide. 3-1 on the way. This one is going to be hit on the line to Dietz in left field. And that's going to get by Dietz, and we're going to have a tie ball game. Coming in to score is going to be Westland, as going to second base is going to be Hoppy, and that is an RBI double, and we're tied at 4 apiece. That was hit on the screws right there by Hoppy, and a great hit as well to left field, and we're tied at 4. So bottom of the third, after the bottom of the third, after 0 runs came in the first inning for Northern Cass, a run in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and now a run right now here in the 6th as we're tied at 4 after a Hoppy pinch hit RBI double. And Fargo Oak Grove will have to make a pitching change here as well. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know who's coming on to pitch for the Grovers. And Northern Cass now has the go-ahead run at second base with Busick coming to the plate here on your live event.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrants, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Let's take a look at some of the defensive placements now for the Grovers. So Bjorn Eid will go from pitcher to third baseman. Wolf will go from third to second. Ring will come out of the game. Hermstead will go behind the plate for catching. And Doctor will go from catcher to pitcher here. So Bjorn Eid goes 5 1/3 innings, 6 hits against, 4 runs. As Northern Cass has tied the game up. 4 strikeouts and a pair of walks here for Bjorn Eid as the Doctor will come on the mound. And right now for Northern Cass, Aaron Busick is 1 of 2 in the game with a double in the last plate appearance in the 5th and a strikeout swinging in the 2nd inning. Then after that it goes to the top of the lineup. So Northern Cass is yet to lead here tonight. It's been led wire to wire by the Grovers right from the start in the top of the 1st inning. So the righty Doctor will come on and face the righty here in Aaron Busick. Runner on second is going to be Hoppy, and he's going to be there after the RBI double and a pinch hitting role here for head coach Sam Johnson. And if Northern Cass is able to score a run, the Grovers will be down to their final 3 outs in the top half of the 7th inning. And the pitch here. Good rip. Number 3 versus number 3. Busick now behind the count 0-1. For Fargo Oak Grove, they will send their 4, 5, and 6 batters to the lineup in the 7th. This one swung on and missed, now 0-2. Just a matter of is Oak Grove trailing by a run or more, or there's an opportunity for the Grovers to put up a run, then try to put the game away in the bottom of the 7th here against Northern Cass. Just what you expect in a region baseball loser-out game. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and Doctor gets the strikeout. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Busick is retired. Now it goes to the top of the order. Jacob Larson 0 for 3 here tonight. A ground out, a pop out, and a ground out. Runner at second base again is Hoppy. And the pitch. Doctor off speed goes 1-0 to Larson. If Larson walks or gets a board here, Hussar would be due up next. Metzger has gone 6 innings on the opposite side for Northern Cass. Here's the pickoff play, and that was going to get by Wolf into center field. Hoppy trying to go from second to third. Here's the throw by Ashe, and sliding in safely is Hoppy. So that's going to be an error there. The second one of the inning. The first one allowed Westland to come in, and now you're going to have Hoppy at third base as he slides in. So 1 ball and no strikes here to Larson. And now 90 feet away is the game-winning run for Northern Cass. So Doctor went around and threw a 1 bouncer to Wolf that went into center field, and Hoppy quickly looked up, found where the ball was, and said, you know what, I'm going to trust my wheels and get to third base, because that was an absolute really good throw by Ashe in center. 1-0 pitch. This is popped up the right field line. Nichols is there. The second baseman, Wolf, is there, and Wolf will glove it to retire the side. So Northern Cass does score a run, but they leave the go-ahead run at third base as we go to the top of the 7th inning. So a pop out there for Larson to the second baseman. There was a run scored off of 2 hits. There was 2 errors and a runner left on base. So Doctor comes on, gets 2/3 of an inning, able to get the punch out for Busick, and then able to get the pop out there with Larson. To the top of the 7th we go. It's Doctor, Dudek, and I coming up, the 4, 5, and 6 batters with the Grovers here on your live event.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Still to come on our post-game show, we'll get to our RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. Has it been made yet or not is the question. We'll hear from a winning player in this contest as well. Enbridge Energy player of the game and more. Metzger on for his 7th inning of work, and Doctor hits one to right center field, and that one's going to split the gap. Metzger and Uzar's there. Metzger's going to get there and get it back quickly, and Grayson Doctor gets a leadoff single here for the Grovers. So Doctor is on for the 3rd time today, a pair of singles and a 2-run homer here, and Doctor will come out as coming in on a pinch runner will be Griffin Olson. So for the Grovers, it'll be their 9th hit here of the contest as Ethan Dudek now steps in and wants to play for head coach Justin Petrick here for the Grovers. Your number 5 batter has a sacrifice bunt back in the 3rd inning, and then you do have a pair of hits. So they're going to see if that's going to be a courtesy runner or not, and the amount of times that has been a courtesy run. So now they're going to have to bring in Jesse Peterson. So Peterson now will come in, and he'll be at first base here for Fargo Oak Grove. So Peterson instead of Olson here as the Jags are making sure everything's good to go with their proper coaches here with Justin Petrick, and now talking to Sam Johnson as Eric Olson, our umpiring crew. You have Eric Olson alongside with Gareth Hansen and Cale Hamry here, part of our 3-man umpiring crew in Enderlin. Wind blowing right to left, starting to pick up a little bit here, but hasn't been too bad throughout this evening. And now what is the play put on here by the Grovers with a runner at first and Peterson. Metzger looks back to runner, looks to bunt. This one is going to be a bunt up the first base line. Metzger tries to get the man at second, and he's going to be out. Busick able to hold it. The ball came in as the slide was coming up. Peterson's leg was coming up right when the catcher's going down with the glove by Busick, and he was able to hold on both to the bag and number 2 on the ball, and there is one out here in the 7th. So Dudek is going to reach on a fielder's choice. Peterson is out at second, and now it's Bjorn Eid. Metzger almost on that little double pump, wondered if that was going to be too much to allow the runner to get to second. Instead now, one out and a good pitch by Metzger, 0-1 here to Eid. Eid was hit by a pitch in the 5th, grounded out in the 3rd, and got a single in the 1st with an RBI. And thrown out at home was Dudek. 0-1 offering. This one will miss up high, now 1-1. So Fargo Oak Grove, again, the heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6. For Northern Cass, they would see 2, 3, and 4 batters due up in the bottom of the 7th. Runner's going to go. Here's the throw to second, and sliding in safely is going to be Dudek. So Dudek now in scoring position here, and it will be 2 balls and 1 strike to Eid. So Dudek is able to get the stolen base. And now Fargo Oak Grove has the go-ahead run in scoring position. Metzger looks back the runner, 2-1 pitch on the way. This one misses out of the zone now, 3-1. Josiah Dietz, the number 7 batter, the scheduled batter next here for the Grovers. As Metzger looks into Van Wetchel behind the plate, 3-1 offering upcoming. This one will be a 5-pitch walk, so Fargo Oak Grove will have runners at first and second. That'll be the fourth walk that Metzger has thrown. And now Josiah Dietz will step in. For Fargo Oak Grove, hit by a pitch was Ide in the fifth. And then he had Liebel with a walk, and now a walk here as well with Ide. Coming up is Dietz. Dietz 0 for 3. This one in there for a strike. Now 0-1. Struck out looking his last time up was Dietz. Runner at second is Dudek. At first is Ide. 0-1 pitch on the way by the lefty Metzger. And Jack gets ahead. Now 0-2. Bottom of the lineup here for Oak Grove. Only gotten aboard twice. It's been via the walk by Liebel both times, but they are hitless. 0-2 pitch. Curveball got him. Dietz goes down, and out number 2 here in the top of the 7th inning. Big pitch by Metzger, and that'll be punch out number 4 here for Metzger. Metzger got one to start the game with Ashe. Got another one with Ashe. Strike 3 looking with Dietz, and then strike 3 swinging now with Dietz. 2 outs. First pitch swinging as Liebel fouls it back. Now 0-1. So after the leadoff single by Doctor, courtesy run forward with Peterson. He was out at second after the fielder's choice with a Dudek bunt. Dudek after the stolen base is at second. A walk with Ide is at first. Dietz struck out. 0-1 pitch to Liebel. That one is going to be in the dirt, and a really good glove work there by Van Wetchel to keep that one from not going to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Grovers have the go-ahead run in scoring position, then some insurance at first base. Here's the pitch. In, but a ball. Now 2-1. Liebel walked in the second, walked in the 6th, grounded out in the 4th. He gets aboard. It's the number 9 batter, Nichols, due up next. That one in there for a strike. Now 2-2. Region 1 baseball tournament loser out game. What would you expect? Grover's got up by 4, and now the next 4 runs have been scored by Northern Cass to get to this point, as we're going to have the ball come out, and it's going to be a balk. So Metzger dropped it. That's going to be a balk, and runners will go up 90 feet to second and third. So now all of a sudden, now it's a single instead of a 1 run coming in. It could possibly be 2 runs coming in, or possibly a pass ball. Here's a pitch. This one is going to be popped up. That's hit to left. Westland is there tracking it and able to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning after the fly out there to Westland. There was no runs. Was a hit. No errors, but 2 runners left. Metzger has gone 7 on the mound here for Northern Cass. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning where the Jags will try to get the go-ahead and game-winning run. Hussar, Neva, and Metzger. 2, 3, 4 are coming up next for Northern Cass. It's the Region 1 baseball tournament on your live event.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you to town, conveniently located halfway between Fargo and Grand Forks. You can shop for your personal items or your farm and business supplies at our local stores. If you're looking for a new home or a working job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. The City of Hillsborough congratulates the area graduates on your achievements, and they wish you all the best in your future. They hope that you'll carry pleasant memories of school days and graduation time for the rest of your life. Congratulations and best of luck, graduates from the City of Hillsborough.
So in between innings, all of a sudden the sprinklers came on, particularly in front of the plate here. So if you do have an opportunity at a ball that is hit, now it wasn't on for quite long enough, but again, enough to make the ball maybe a little slick. We'll see if that does come into play, but everything's being taken care of now, and even the catcher behind the plate, Hermstead, came on and saw the sprinkler head and just kind of popped it down with his right foot here. So here's the situation. Northern Cass, they score a run, they win, they advance. Their season continues to Monday. Oak Grove, their season comes to a close. If Northern Cass is unable to score a run, we'll go to extra innings to determine this baseball game here in Enderlin at Hendrickson Field. Trey Hussar, Keegan Neva, and Jack Metzger due up here, and this will be a strike with Doctor. A single back in the first and a pair of groundouts to the second baseman here for Hussar. 0-1 pitch upcoming by the righty Doctor. This one's going to be popped up the third baseline, giving chase his eye, and that'll be out of play. I gave it about as good of a chance as he could, hustling up that third base line, and that'll be 0-2 upcoming now. Neva, the number 3 batter, has a home run earlier today against the Oaks Tornadoes. This one is 1 of 2. Will Hussar get aboard? And the pitch. That'll be a ball, now 1-2. Still to come again on our post-game show. Player of the game. Precision play brought to you in part by RDK Enterprises. And put a bow on this day in Enderlin. 1-2 pitch, strike 3 looking, and Doctor gets his second strikeout in relief. 1 down now in the bottom of the 7th inning. Central Cass is heading to Castleton. They're staying put as the number 1 seed. Kendrick Richland, the 3 seed. Who's going to join him on Monday? This one in for a strike. Good pitch to Keegan Neva. Outer part of the plate. 0-1 pitch upcoming here for Doctor. This one is popped up and out of play. Now be 0-2. Region 1 baseball tournament. This one has been as advertised when you get to a loser out game and kind of playing back through the loser's bracket. This one will be a ball, now 1-2. In terms of a quality of a game in this Region 1 tournament, we've had the 10-run rule. You have games go to 7. Haven't had extras yet. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Neva hits one. That's going to be up the middle, and Dudek is there to glove it, but can't do anything as he gloves it right in front of Wolf. And now Neva gets aboard here with an infield single. Put the ball in play, got by the pitcher. And Doctor has an inning of work so far. That'll be his first hit against, and Metzger will come up to the plate. So Metzger with a single in the first, grounded in the 4th out to the second baseman and reached on an error his last time up. This one is going to be hit on the ground. Wolf is there. Wolf goes to 1 in time, and that'll be out number 2. But Neva gets to second base. 4-3 on the putout as Metzger first pitch swinging. Now it's going to be Kenton Van Wetchel. Van Wetchel is 1 for 3. Hoppy came in with the courtesy runner and scored in the 4th. And Van Wetchel has a double. 2 down now, and that's going to be a balk. So there's a balk called here, and now we had a balk call in the top half, and now we're going to have a balk call here in the bottom half, and it was called right away. Gareth Hansen, Eric Olson called it right away, and now Neva is going to be at third base. And coming up will be Justin Petrick here to talk with everyone over, make sure everything is good. So now all of a sudden a pass ball, wild pitch, another balk. Just any type of base knock will plate the go-ahead and game-winning run here for Northern Cass on our Bank North scoreboard. And the strikeout by Trey Hussar. Neva with the single, able to get to second out of the grounder by Metzger. So a productive out again to allow the runner to get in a scoring position. And because of the balk call, now all of a sudden Neva is at third. And here comes the number 5 batter, the senior Van Wetchel, against the righty on the mound in Doctor. Off speed, this one's going to be a grounder. It's the game-winning hit. Van Wetchel delivers. Northern Cass is advancing to Castleton on Monday night with a 5-4 win over Fargo Oak Grove. The Jags come from behind. A 4-run deficit is erased, and Northern Cass wins it 5-4 here in Enderlin. Camden Van Wetchel with the RBI, able to get that one across here. In the bottom of the 7th inning to the final out, to the final pitch, an RBI single here for Van Wetschel. And that is going to do it here as Van Wetschel delivers the goods. And the bottom of the 7th inning, 5-4, Neva comes in to score, and Northern Cass is moving on here in the Region 1 baseball tournament. Game started at 6:55, finishes at 8:37, 5-4. The complete game is going to be Jack Metzger as he's able to pick up the win in this one. Picking up the loss will be Doctor here for Fargo Oak Grove. The Grovers end their season with 8 wins and 11 losses. Northern Cass now improves to 14-4. And Northern Cass will play Kinder Richland upcoming on Monday in Castleton at 5 o'clock, with the winner to play Central Cass following that one as part of the championship. Our post-game show is coming up next. Again, your final 5-4. We'll also hear from a victorious Northern Cass Jaguar. That's all still to come on our post-game show. It's the Region 1 baseball tournament here on your live event.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The Erickson Agency in Hillsborough is an independent insurance agency. That means they have access to a number of national and regional companies to find you the best combination of price and coverage for your home, autos, or business insurance needs. They also represent Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and Sanford Health for your group or individual health insurance, as well as Medicare supplements. Stop by the office at 502 West Caledonia Avenue or call Lee at 701-636-5852. The Erickson Agency in Hillsborough, a proud supporter of the HCV boroughs.
Full Service Foods in Hillsborough provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsborough and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsborough, proud to support this community event.
Your final again in this one, Northern Cass advances 5-4 over Fargo Oak Grove here in the Region 1 baseball tournament. Fargo Oak Grove got ahead early. As we come back to our post-game show, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, also our RDK Enterprises Precision Play. As we go back through the line score here, Fargo Oak Grove started with a Doctor 2-run homer in 2 outs after Hermstead doubled. Doctor able to get a 2-run homer, make it 2 Rip Grovers in the top of the first. It would remain that way till the top of the third, where Hermstead hit an RBI single, making it 3-0. Then Ide delivered a RBI as well, plating Hermstead, and they made a 4-0 in the top of the third. Bottom of the fourth inning, Hoppy was able to get a 4-1 game and get the first run here for Northern Cass on a pass ball. Huszar had an RBI at 4-2, bottom of the fifth. Then the bottom of the fifth at 4-3, able to score on an error as well. Dietz made a catch in left field to keep it at 4-3. Then the bottom of the sixth inning, 4-4, Hoppy came on the RBI double. And bottom of the seventh, Van Wetschel with the RBI as well to make it 5-4. In this contest, Hermstead goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs and an RBI. Doctor goes 3 for 4 with a run and 2 RBIs. On the opposite side for Northern Cass, Neva goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI as well. Metzger, the complete game on the mound, 9 hits, 4 runs against, and he's had a handful of strikeouts as well, and walks 4 apiece there. Your final again, 5-4. When we come back, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game conversation here next. Don't go away. Northern Cass wins it here on your live event.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance. We are proud to announce our Benefits Connect platform. You will have more options with Irie Insurance Benefits Connect. You have choices. Do you know who your group agent is? Do you meet annually to review benefits? Would you like to save money? Would you like more benefits? You have choices. We take a different approach to providing benefits through education, communication, and a personal touch. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com.
Your final 5-4 Northern Cass over the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers. Chase Miller alongside Camden Van Wetchel here with us on your live event. And Camden, you know what? You got down early. 4-0 Fargo Oak Grove hits a 2-run shot. They add 2 more runs as well in the 3rd inning. And all of a sudden, it just felt like, okay, you guys just needed one right play, one ball to kind of bounce your way. You get the first run in the 4th. It felt like, okay, you found your footing. Take us through the rest of the contest here as it led to your game-winning hit in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, no, we were just battling back. We were in the dugout. We were just saying, right here. We got to hit right here. You know, we got a few good hits here and there, but some things didn't go our way either. So I think it came down to us striving for greatness as a team, just kind of holding on to each other, keeping each other accountable, and it came down to that last hit.
So the bottom of the 7th inning, you're able to get a run in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and then 1 in the 7th here after a strikeout by Huzar. Neva able to get aboard with a single, able to get to 2nd there after a productive out by Metzger, and then the balk call becomes a big, large one as well because that allows him to get to 3rd. You come up and you waste 0 time. What were you sitting on, and what were you expecting to try to drive one into the outfield and get the game-winning knock?
Yeah, the whole game I always look for first pitch fastball to knock it. You know, I hit 2 basically off the fence. One was a double, the other one was obviously caught. But that time I was like, I'm looking for a fastball, and I'm going to take it. So, and that's what happened.
I got to talk about this little vest here. I know I've been seeing it on social media on the Jaguar baseball account. Can you take us through this a little bit, Camden? I'm guessing it's something, a player of the game or something of that nature, or kind of something of that. So what is this vest all about? I like the colors.
Yeah, the Sparkling Star Award kind of goes to the player of the game, but, I mean, I got it because I got the walk-off, so, I mean, I guess. But I think this is more of a team award. I think it just goes to our team for just battling out the whole game.
Well, you know, Metzger, I know it probably wasn't the greatest performance in terms of a stat line sometimes in terms of what he wants, but 7 bulldog innings at the way he gave up 4 runs early but pitched goose eggs from then on. What did you see from your pitcher, you know, Jack on the mound and your teammate?
You know, he was just battling. He let up those first 4 runs, and, you know, that's a little on me being the catcher. I'm not usually the catcher here, so, I mean, that's on me too. But he just came back and battled, and you were talking dugout, talking strategy, you know, where we want to pitch, different pitches to pitch, and he was just battling.
Hey, Camden, thanks so much for your time. I know it's going to be a fun weekend because able to take a little break, relax. You got an opportunity here with Kindred Richland, but most importantly, the season continues here for you guys, and we'll see you out in Castleton on Monday.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
That again, Camden Van Wetchel had a game-winning hit for the Northern Cass Jaguars. They move on with a 5-4 victory. We'll put a bow on this one next on your live event.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrant, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing of the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah Melody, and staff are proud to promote local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. You'll see everything from honey and jams, puzzles, and year-round gift baskets at Mindak Market. Stop by the store in West Acres or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
Well, a tip of the cap goes to the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers and head coach Justin Petrick. They had to come back through the losers bracket here, and after defeating Oak Grove yesterday, losing to Central Cass, they had to wait till around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock or so to play a game. Built up 13 runs against the co-op of the Ball Stars, and then they got up early 4-0 against Northern Cass. Bjorn Eid was able to go 5 1/3 innings and pitch really well, but again, the number of pitches started to catch up with them a little bit later on, as much as you can possibly throw in a particular game or a tournament here. So all of a sudden, Doctor comes on. Doctor able to get a couple of strikeouts, but at the very end, Northern Cass had the meat of the order up in the 7th inning. Neva able to get aboard. We mentioned equality out with Metzger, able to get him to second. Then the balk call comes, and Van Wetchel delivers the game-winning RBI. He is our Enbridge Energy player of the game with that hit, able to come back and erase a 4-run deficit. Enbridge Energy Line 3 is now finished. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Now to our RDK Enterprises Precision play of the game. And as much as, you might look on the mound here and say that Jack Metzger maybe didn't have the best performance in terms of hits, giving up 9 of them to Fargo Oak Grove at the end of the day here, but it comes down to he just found ways to get outs, particularly after the first 3 innings. No runs in the 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th, and able to get a couple of punch-outs as well late in the contest. And for Metzger, able to have no one else throw any pitches here for Northern Cass, and now all of a sudden that sets up their situation a little bit better, going up against a rematch with Kindred Richland upcoming. That'll be on Monday. So here's what's upcoming in Castleton on your live event on Monday. We're down to the final 3 in the Regional 1 baseball tournament. It's Kindred Richland against Northern Cass at 5 o'clock. Then it's the championship game at roughly 7. If Central Cass wins it, they will go back-to-back here this decade in 2021 and 2022. If they lose, there would be a win. Advance to state, lose, and your season is done. Game 2, if necessary, on Tuesday upcoming. So that's what we have for the Regional 1 baseball tournament. On behalf of Joey Hughes, I'm Chase Miller. Thank you very much for tuning in to our coverage that started around 11 o'clock this morning here of the Regional 1 baseball tournament. Also, thanks to all the activities directors, Calvin Kraft, Matt Crane, and everyone involved in this region to find a way to get these games in here today in Enderlin. Again, your final: Northern Cass 5, Oak Grove 4. Oak Grove finishes the season 8-11. Northern Cass improves to 14-4. Good night from Hendrickson Field, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Go to yourliveevent.com for the Region 1 and Region 2 softball tournaments coming up tomorrow morning here on Your Live Event.